It's all love over here, yo. Need fly gear, I got something you can wear, yo. Talking balls, talk bread.
Another tutorial from Elon Creations. I'm gonna stoop down a little bit because I don't want to move my camera. I'm starting to do, don't talk about me too bad because I'm just starting to do tutorials. I figured, I do a lot of research and watch a lot of videos. Some of them be super perfect, but they leave out a lot of little information that I feel like I wish somebody would have told me that and I didn't have to find out. So I hope these videos, you watch them, you can learn from them, and they come in handy for you. So today what I'm going to do is some koozies. So I have a big order for some koozies, so I kind of wanted to do a tutorial on the little can koozies, the Neo Flame can koozies. They're not the foam. Good gift for party favors or just anything. I love these. First time, I'm like hooked. I'm like, well, how many colors they got? Okay, so I'm doing this for a graduation gift, and I'm gonna do them bulk. I can get at least about 6 on my heat press surface. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my 6. Excuse me, y'all. These come in a nice little box. Love these, love these. Put them right here. Okay, so I have everything on my heat press. So for starters, I have this out. I don't really have to move them too much around or any of those things. Right now, my heat press is on 40 psi. I tend to use 40 psi for a lot of things. It works for me. I've watched videos where they said, make sure your pressure's this and that. I've done quite a few things between bags, of course, t-shirts, and heat pressed 40 psi. Don't have no issues. So right now mine is set to 40 psi. I am on 325 degrees is what I'm pressing these on, and I'm pressing them for 10 seconds each side. Now the difference between me and a lot of other people, for me, what I tend to do is I will press it for less seconds, then I will remove my backing, and then I'll press it for those different additional seconds, which will give me a total of 10 seconds per side. You don't necessarily have to do that. I do that is just to make sure that my stuff is completely sealed. It did bond properly, and it will give no problems. I have been in business for about going on 3 years now, and I've done a lot, messed up a lot. So I'm going to be doing additional tutorials that's also going to kind of help you with how to fix a mistake, different things that I have found that were helpful to me, and not having to throw away a shirt or a full thing that I'm working on. I can kind of go in there and fix it and hook it up. So I hope you guys enjoy and learn something from this. So here we go. My other tip in this video is my vinyl with my big orders, research, trial and error. I cut out, weed all up, and I use just plain old wax paper, parchment paper, wax paper. You see how that just slips off. It helps me to be able to do a ton of these and have them sitting. You know how to have the sticky back, and that way I can do a bunch and have them sitting. I'll pull that away. I hope that does not show in the video. As you can see, somebody is calling me. So I'm just set this on here. Depending on your design, I will definitely probably measure out. But right now, for me, this particular design that I'm doing, I don't have to measure. I do always order extras just in case I do mess up something and I'm like, crap. It's something that can't be fixed. So I do have my backups. It's good to have. And if like this tears, actually I can leave this on here and it's not going to stick. It's not going to heat press. It's not going to mess up anything at all. But if it was right here on some of this, you definitely want to make sure you get that off because it's not going to bond your vinyl, your HTV to your product. And then you got a problem. Okay. Moving right along. Moving right along, moving right along. This is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out here trying to do their thing. My phone is, I don't know if y'all can see that in the video or not. I guess we'll find out. I'm sorry. I'm getting messages. So I'm going to put my Teflon sheet over. My timer is already set to 5 seconds. Press it down. And here we go. Move my Teflon sheet out the way and just peel it. I still try to peel it slowly as possible. Just in case, because sometimes, you know, you can do 10 and everything is perfect, fine and dandy, and then that 11th one you do is like, okay, well now why that didn't stick? So you never know, but no problem. Still peeling off. Ooh. Here we go. Peel, peel, peel. And there's the front half of it. As you can see, didn't even really smash it. Perfect. Okay. So now I am actually going to flip over. And I'm going to go ahead and do the back side. And the thing about doing additional of these is trying to get these back done. When you do the additional second, you do have to be kind of careful because you don't want to overpress either. When you overpress and you see the glue. And so these are just trial and errors, like I said, and I know what works for me just fine. And what doesn't work. Like I said, once again, for me. Because a lot of people do things differently that gets the same results. But for me, this is the way I like to do it, and have no complaints. Okay, everything's worked out perfect. So here we go, the back side. Another 5 seconds. Pull that off. And voila. Look, see how quickly that kind of goes? Koozies. Love it. And there's the back side. Perfect. And so what now I'm going to do, since I peeled the backing off, I'm going to go ahead and do my additional 5 seconds. And then I'm going to flip it over and do my additional 5 seconds on the back. To give you my total of 10 seconds. Some people say you got to at least do it from, I think it was 15, 30 seconds. So like everybody has different things. And I think it depends on your heat press too. So that's what I said, order like some extra ones to kind of give you a test print to see what works for you in your heat press. So there we go. And see how it doesn't bunch up. I've seen some videos where they say, oh, it smashes. Mine doesn't. You see it boings back. Perfect. Love it. Well, I hope you learned something new and different that helps you along your journey. Thank you for watching.
Sometimes you just gotta do it for the love and go after yours, man. You can't be afraid. Nah. The It's all love over here, yo. Need fly gear, I got something you can wear, yo. Talking boss, talk bread, talking legacy.